Alright, Subchapter D, Eminent Domain. Section 3241. Appropriation of interest of real property. 3241. Appropriation of interest of real property. General rule. Except as provided in the subject of the corporation power with the transport, sale, the store of the natural gas or manufactured gas in the Commonwealth may operate interest of the real property located in storage reservoir, particular area with the injection, storage, removal from storage natural gas, manufactured gas in a stratum which previously has been commercially productive of the natural gas right granted with the subsection shall not be exercised with the acquire of the following of the purpose of this gas storage. Into the geological stratum within the area of the proposed storage reservoir protective area, unless original recovery oil of the gas reserve of the proposed storage reservoir has been depleted exhaust by at least 80%. 3. Until the condemner has acquired the right of the grant and lease for the other agreement the storage gas in the geological stratum underlying at least 70% of the area of proposed storage reservoir. Interest geological stratum in which the area of the proposed storage reservoir protective area of the owned directly and indirectly gas company or the other person engaged locally distributed with the natural gas of the interest that be acquired with the presently being used by gas company other person with the storage gas and performance of the services customer and service area. B. Constructs the following shall apply with the chapter authorizes appropriation within the storage reservoir protective area of the following stratum to be used with the storage any gas reservoir remaining in a stratum to be used with the storage active with the unmanned well the wells drilled with the stratum to be used for storage for the right to enter upon and use service of the lands. A. Locate and recondition, maintain, plug, replug any active with the unmanned well. B. Operate well drilled into through a stratum to be used with the storage. 2. This chapter does not preclude the owner of a non-storage strata from drilling wells producing oil, gas with the stratum above or below the storage stratum approved by another person but in purpose of appropriating the holdings rights may access, inspect, examine the drinking, completed drilling and completed well with drilling logs, other records relating to drilling, equipping, and operating in order to determine whether the storage stratum is and being adequately protected to prevent escape of the gas storage therein. This chapter does not authorize the operation of any coal measure, regardless whether it is being mined or interest of the coal mine with a coal measure. Activities through the appropriated stratum of any person drilling, operating, using, plugging a well through a stratum appropriated under this chapter shall drill in case the equipment operate with a plug with a manner designed to prevent available escape of the gas may be destroyed in the storage stratum may be found with the violation subsequent with the court with a plea, common plea with the county with the leave with the question situated with the may compel with the client's injunction with the grant and the appropriate relief within the action brought by the person storage gas and storage. T. Prerequisites operation before appropriation of the chapter the person shall attempt to agree with the owner of the interest of the real property involved with the damages payable over the rights and interest of the appropriate with the ownership can be found with the sui juris. If the parties fail to agree with the person shall attend with the surety bond with the owners to secure them and the payment of the damage if the owners refuse to accept the bond they cannot be found or are not a sui juris and after reasonable notice of the owners and advisement by advertisement and otherwise the bond shall be presented for the approval of the court of the common pleas of the county in which tract the land over the situated bond with the approval of the bond by the court the rights of the person to appropriate in accordance with the provision of the chapter shall complete. E. Appointment of the viewers or using the petition of the property owner of the person not appropriating under the chapter of the court shall appoint the 3 disinterested freeholders over the county of the serve the viewers to assess damage if it be paid. Property owner of the right appropriated fix of the time of the parties to meet with the provided notice of these parties. 4. After the viewers have filed the report fix for the reasonable compensation of the service of the viewers. If appeal within 20 days of the filing of the report, viewers are appointed under subsection E of the party may apply to the preceded jury trial of the ordinary court cases. G. Requirements. Nothing within this section shall relieve a person operating a storage reservoir from the requirements of this chapter. Subchapter E. Enforcement and remedies. Testing.